Can you hear me? They are already looking for you. Relax. Your implants are still adjusting to the software. I'm in a prison. I can calibrate only your basic protocols from here. It'll have to suffice for now.
A trespasser spotted at Metro Station.
This is bad. You'll have to fight your way out of here. The air ducts lead to another sector. God, your software is a mess. I've rebooted your acceleration module. You should be able to squeeze through that turbine. You can use acceleration while in the air.
The trespasser is in the air ducts.
Careful now. They'll be waiting for you. Initiating the sensory boost. Focus. Talk and go for the kill. Well done. But you won't last long in this state. You have to get me out of prison so I can get your software in order. I'm being held outside this dome zone. Follow the pipes to get out in the open. Use the surfaces to your advantage. Slide to gain speed. These sewers... Signal. They know I'm talking to you. It's only a matter of time before they breach the doors to my cell. Find me before they get inside.
Dome on lockdown.
Each guard has a built-in lockdown chip. Disabling them will unlock the doors.
A trespasser spotted. All tenants are to remain in their homes. A trespasser spotted in the area. Lockdown lifted.
Prison towers up ahead. Hope you're not afraid of heights. That creature. I can't hold it long. Find my cell. There's little time. Take care of the guards first.
Prisoner termination protocol initiated. Prisoner threat level extremely high. Prisoner released.
Free at last. Pleasure to meet you. Face to face, that is. Now, let's take a look inside. This may feel a little strange. Welcome to Cyber Void. Time to fix you up. You can talk here, by the way.
Who are you?
You can call me Architect.
Who am I?
You're a Ghostrunner. Number 74, to be precise. That will have to do for now. Your physical body is vulnerable. Time runs slower here, but we should still hurry. Just keep moving. I will take care of your recalibration.
I remember a fight. Others like me. A fall.
You've been cast down from Dharma City to the base district. It's a miracle to survive a fall like that. Even for someone like you.
A Ghostrunner.
Yes. You were bodyguards, peacekeepers, arbitrators, and anything else we needed you to be. You tried to stop the coup.
There was a woman.
The name is Mara, or the Keymaster, as she calls herself now. 20 years ago, she stood against me.
It was you I was trying to save.
You failed. I died. My body did anyway. Thanks to the precautions I had taken, I'm still here. Although this form has its limitations.
Are you an AI?
You could say that. You could also say Dharma Tower is a skyscraper. Technically correct.
What is the tower then?
Humanity's home. A megastructure that once housed 1 million. It had been under my care since its creation. Almost a century ago. I served the people, kept them safe, maintained the shelter I provided. But Mara had her own plan. She became the sole ruler of Dharma Tower, ruining what I've built, bringing us back to the verge of extinction.
Why can't this place be normal?
Oh, it's perfectly normal. It's you that has become incompatible. The incompetent repairs you were subjected to made you divergent. You no longer function like a Ghostrunner is supposed to. But we'll change that.
Who repaired me?
That would be the Climbers, a group of rebels that tried to oppose Mara.
Where are they?
Dead, I'm afraid. They'd been killed before I managed to contact you. But there's no time to worry about them now. We're almost done here. Press on.
How did she manage to win?
I was stabbed in the back. We both were, you and I.
Who was she?
Was? A dear friend. A trusted partner. Brilliant scientist. Who is she now, is the question. Our first stop is one of the few remaining Cybervoid mainframes, located in an old mining tower. We can use it to correct the corrupted parts of your code, and hopefully restore your more sophisticated functions.
Hopefully.
There's no guarantee the data will be intact, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Our goal lies far above, at the core of Dharma City. This means we'll need to get out of the base district. With the chaos the rebels caused, it's going to be troublesome.
How can you assist me?
In combat, I'm afraid I can't. Cybervoid Remnant is the only medium I can interact with. I will be able to help you with your upgrades once we find the mainframe. Apart from that, just think of me as a voice in your head, one that you should listen to if you want to stay alive.
This is Zoe Avila of the Climbers Rebellion. If there's anybody alive out there, please respond.
You said they were dead.
They are, except for her, it seems. No one will answer this broadcast. Trust me, I keep track of any potential assets. And a single, desperate survivor is no asset. The Keymaster Guard is patrolling the area. They may have located the mainframe.
Can they use it?
No, but they can destroy it, like they did to most of the Cybervoid hardware.
This is Zoe Avila of the Climbers. Please, can anybody hear me? Anybody?
This is... Ghostrunner.
The Ghostrunner? Jack? You're awake!
Yes.
How? We've been rebuilding you for months. We tried everything we could to wake you up, but you never would.
It wasn't up to me.
If you were there when they came for us, it would have been different. We might have had a chance. What are you going to do? The Fifth is still crawling with keys.
Keys?
Oh, the Keymaster Guard, bandits and thugs that Mara armed and sent against us.
I'm going after them.
After the Keymaster? Alone? That's insane. But if anyone can do it, it's definitely you. You're gonna need someone to guide you and keep an eye out for threats. What do you say? Want my help?
Yes.
Good. I need to move to a safer location and hook up to the network. I'll contact you once I scrounge up some gear. Zoe out.
Do you really need the assistance of a failed rebel when you already have my help?
They fixed me.
Barely. I'd been waiting for them to properly rebuild you, but Mara cut their time short.
Why didn't you contact them?
The climbers? To what purpose? The poor souls never stood a chance against Mara. Fixing you was the only thing they could help me with, and they were already on it. The mainframe we're after used to run all of the Sector 5's operations. That's where we are, in case you were wondering. They're closing in on the server room. Hurry.
Can't it be accessed remotely?
We wouldn't be here if it could. Cyber Void has been fractured, broken into countless disconnected pieces. It's like puddles of water left over after the lake has been drained. Yes, this is it. Jump in.
This place again.
This place is where we'll find the means to fight our enemy.
What do I do?
It's in your instincts to navigate the cyber void. In most cases, you'll just have to focus on finding the right direction. After you're done with this particular jumble of code, you'll gain access to one of a Ghostrunner's most...
Finally.
Excellent. Sometimes you will need to close in and attack simultaneously. Let me give you something to aim at. Focus. Visual perfect. Fine. Once more. Take a breath. Picture your destination. Yes, you got them. The enemies won't line up for you. Adapt to their movements. Splendid. You can even use this technique to cut through projectiles. Give it a try. Very convenient, is it not? Clean up the stragglers. And we can proceed.
I'll just leave.
No. We've worked hard to reconnect this node to the network. If they destroy it, we'll be affected. Let me put it another way. I cannot exist without Cyber Void, and you cannot exist without me.
Fine.
These are just bandits loyal to the Keymaster, used by her to keep the base under control. You can expect more competent foes as we move higher up the tower.
March of 100 Ghostrunners.
99 to be precise. What of it?
How am I to fight her alone?
The climbers replaced many of your parts. There were a few they couldn't find. Mara's kill switch among them, which means she can't shut you down again. Make no mistake, this fight won't be easy, but at least it will be fair. The last of them. Time to get back on track.
Where to?
Dharma City, of course. We'll need to use Amida Elevator Station. That's the fastest route by far. The base is Dharma's foundation, in more than one sense. It is the lifeblood of the tower's economy. Back in the Golden Age, there were enough goods produced here to satisfy the needs of all the residents. Of course, the upper levels had certain privileges. During Mara's coup, many of the facilities were damaged. Things have been in slow decline ever since. Nowadays, the area mostly serves as warehouses or gang hideouts, and a reminder of what Dharma used to be.
Which is?
Home. A safe haven for the survivors of the apocalypse.
You built this whole place?
I conceived it, designed it, and built it. I am the architect. The sector's main factory complex.
Hello? Jack, can you hear me?
Why Jack? Why Jack?
Right. You wouldn't know. It's a code name we used for you during the repairs. Diego said you were all jacked up when he found you, and it stuck. Do you mind if I call you that?
No.
All set. I put together some gear. Once I plug in my Atma, I'll be able to monitor the key's communications and keep you updated. Atma chip, the standard neural implant. You must have heard of them. Basically simplified versions of your own Cortex interface. I'm gonna connect to your visual feed so I can guide you better. Can you grant me access?
Done.
And I'm in. Seeing the world from your perspective will make things much easier. So you're going up to Dharma City?
Yes.
Well, first you have to get through the base, and much has changed since you've been gone. There is no law here anymore, just the Keymaster's goons. pushing everyone around and shouting orders.
You didn't obey.
Some of us didn't.
You had visited the base often in the past. Towards the end of our time, this place became overrun with criminals. The Ghostrunners kept them at bay. Until Mara took over.
These factories, everything they produce goes straight up to Dharma City. While the Keymaster and her lackeys live in luxury, we basers work our fingers to the bone our whole lives and don't see any of it.
How do you survive?
When I was little, we were given basic provisions, but each year we'd get less and less. If not for the black market, we would have all starved by now. The Keymaster keeps taking, while giving nothing back.
So you chose to fight.
Not much of a choice, really.
Efficiency of Dharma City hydroponic farms dwindles. Soon, even the upper levels will suffer.
Mara can't feed everyone.
Even if she wanted to.
Some decided to fight back. My parents, their friends, Saul. They weren't afraid to speak up. They weren't afraid to speak up against Mara and remind us that things used to be different. The resistance started because some of us remembered the time before the Keymaster.
Why this title?
Supposedly she wanted to unlock our chains, set us free. Yeah, right.
Free from the architect.
Probably. Strange. The keys are nearly gone. Not regrouping at the usual locations. They're just retreating.
Returning to the city?
Not returning. Leaving. Most of the keys are locals and never go up there. This is unusual.
Mara would never retreat. If she's withdrawing her forces, it's only because she has another way to stop us.
What way?
If I could read her mind, I would still be running things around here.
They're all heading towards Amida Station. Getting to the elevators is gonna be tricky. Wait,
What?
some of their units just changed course. They're...
Coming back?
not exactly. Give me a minute.
The climbers were always out of their depth, even at full force. Why you believe she can be of help is beyond me.
She wants to fight.
It takes more than that to be useful.
Jack, I've intercepted the keys order. The air filtering facility is just ahead.
Why is Mara doing this?
It's punishment for rebelling against her. She wants to make an example of us, to keep the other sectors in line.
Sometimes even your current speed won't be enough. Look for cybervoid uplinks to temporarily disable safety limiters and increase acceleration. Use them sparingly, though. You don't want to damage yourself.
What are these uplinks?
Think of them as loose cables you can grab onto for extra power, although they can be much more dangerous than electricity.
Why are they here?
They're what's left of cybervoid infrastructure. At one point, the terminals were everywhere. Now, we must make do with scraps.
Once they disable the facility, the air will slowly become lethal. The children and the elderly will get sick first, but eventually, it'll kill everyone. The small turbines are responsible for internal circulation. It's the big one we have to worry about.
It's still on?
For now.
You are immune
prone to this affliction. You were not conditioned to put the needs of the few over the needs of the many. And yet, you're being sidetracked by this girl's demands. I wonder...
Be careful. There are keys everywhere.
Won't they die as well?
Either they all have breathing gear or they have no idea what's going on. The Keymaster recruits the most violent. Not the brightest.
They could have just destroyed the filters.
As long as the installation remains intact, the contamination is reversible. The Keymaster cares less about lives and more about production lines. I keep trying to contact the other climbers to get help. No luck so far. Maybe they're laying low.
Maybe.
Literally laying low. On the ground. Dead. On the ground. Dead. I've seen the bodies. Some cameras around the base are still operational. The files have been expunged.
Warning. Air filtration system offline. Contamination imminent.
We're late. Let's turn back before it gets deadly.
You said I'm here.
So you were listening.
To all personnel, evacuate immediately or seek emergency hazard suits.
They turned off the main rotor, but there's still time to restart it.
Show me the way.
The people are weak, desperate. They need us to lead them, not the other way around. Ready yourself for what's coming. You can't afford to be distracted.
My memory's not coming back.
There's no guarantee it ever will. Don't worry. I'm here to tell you everything you need to know. Making the outside air breathable is a complicated process. It has to be done without compromising Dharma's outer integrity. The burst made a mess of the Earth's atmosphere. The filtering systems were designed to be durable and virtually foolproof. Unless, of course, some fool decides to turn them off. Slow down. This one is different.
How?
One way to find out. Close combat implants. Crude ones. Get used to them. Your opponent's capabilities are going to improve as we climb higher. Mara is saving her most dangerous hardware for her most trusted soldiers.
I've managed to take some measurements, Jack. It's not looking good. The level of radiation in the air is rapidly increasing. People will soon feel the effects. Try to evacuate the sector. Get as many civilians as I can to go to 4th and 6th before it's too late.
Stay put. I'll make it.
It's no use anyway. The gates are locked tight. No one's getting out.
Mara's delusional, not stupid. Mara's delusional, not stupid. Let's go!
contamination is spreading by the minute. Radioactive dust concentration is already 50 times above normal.
Hold on.
Don't worry. Spacers are tough. I'll be fine as long as you bring the filters back online. And so will everyone.
This is Cybervoid tech. This is Cybervoid tech.
Yes, but this terminal is an inconsequential one. Hacking this will do us as much good. Hacking this will do us as much good as hacking a refrigerator.
What is Cybervoid?
A medium, fabric, that binds all of Dharma's systems together. Or rather, that's what it used to be. Now it's just remnants, slivers of a greater whole.
This is your domain, but I do all the work.
I told you, I can't work from your side. There's a barrier between us, a divide that shouldn't be there. And believe me, I'm doing my part. You just don't happen to see it. Not bad. You're beginning to adjust.
All done. You saved the day. Now you can get back to more important matters.
You did it! Thank you, Jack. The people of Sector 5 owe you their lives. I'm so glad we found you.
How did you find me?
Sheer luck. You were buried in a scrap heap at the bottom of a derelict shaft. You fell a long way, didn't you?
Feels like it.
The climbers finding you was a 1 in a million chance. Most other missing Ghostrunners were located by Mara and destroyed.
Most.
A few are still unaccounted for.
I really wish you'd been there when they came for us.
What happened?
Key surprised us at the hideout. Kicked down the door out of nowhere. Then we ran. I got separated.
How does the Keymaster maintain control?
She turns us against each other. The Guard recruits the most brutal and reckless basers and fuels gang wars between the rest.
Divide and conquer. I guess Mara picked up a trick or two by watching me over the years.
The Keys are boarding the elevators to the city. I wish they'd all just go away and never come back. The guys you're fighting are the rear guard. You could wait them out and continue on once they've gone.
No need.
Sure. It's almost scary how little they can do to stop you. I just wonder how safe we are. I worry that the Keymaster will send in more troops to finish the job later.
There'll be no later for Mara.
Stopping this machine. It should come to you naturally.
That was easy.
These motors were made with active chips in mind. The base engineers were able to control them with their thoughts. Like you did, just now. You have to get to Amida Station fast. We can't give Mara time to prepare.
She had 20 years.
It's not about what she can do to... It's not about what she can do to stop us. It's about It's about what she can do to everyone else in the meantime. You care about the people, don't you?
Do you?
I've accessed the local network node. We should know what their latest plan is soon.
What was your plan?
The climbers wanted to take over the elevators and move up to the city. Keys caught us halfway through our preparations.
Why did they attack today?
The Keymaster must have somehow found out about us. Or about you.
We need a way to slow down their retreat. We could use the climbers' help right about now. Too bad they picked such a poor time to die for their cause.
Wasn't it also your cause?
They care for their family. I care for their species. It's a matter of perspective, I suppose.
There's no access to the terminal room from this side of the station, but I guess that's not a problem. I'll try to mess with their transmissions. Confuse them a little.
You can do that?
I'm no computer genius, but their system begs to be hacked. Besides, Atma makes it easy.
The neural implant.
Yeah, everyone had them before the coup.
And now?
They're not mandatory anymore, but most people have them. Especially people with limb implants like me. Done. They just received orders to stop boarding the elevators and stand by. This will buy you some time to get there.
Right.
The Keymaster knows that Amida is where we'll strike. They'll be ready.
No other way up?
There's one more operational station, but getting there will take you hours. You could climb all the way to the city. That would require even more time.
Keys also have these brain chips?
Yes, everyone born before the coup. Why?
Can they be hacked?
No, I don't think so.
Not by her. The terminal is just ahead. Not much time left on the clock. The last elevator is reaching the upper station. Better jump right in.
Cybervoid time dilation works in your favor, but you still don't have forever. The elevators will soon be beyond our reach. Need I remind you that the clock is ticking? Hurry it up.
This place is impossible to navigate.
Good. These firewalls are what's kept me alive for the last 20 years. Cheer up. If you were a regular human, this would make even less sense.
Great.
Interesting. Looks like there's a little something extra in the elevator's security scanner buffer.
Little something.
A partial Ghostrunner neural scan. We can use it to enhance your programming.
Why is it there?
One of you must have used Amida Elevator right before Morrow's insurgents disabled the internal security.
Another Ghostrunner.
It could have been you. Focus energy in your left hand and then let it all out.
What?
Don't try to think. Yeah, it's just a visualization anyway.
How does it work in the real world?
Rapid micro-vibrations of your inner hydraulics. Sudden change in local pressure will result in a concentrated blast. Let's hope that piece of junk the climbers used to replace your arm can handle it. The primary application was crowd control, non-lethal force. Of course, there's no need to restrain ourselves now. One more thing. You can use Tempest to reflect projectiles. Give it a try. Like that. Just a bit more practice and we're done. Exquisite. Splendid. That's all there is to it.
We're good. The keys are gone and the elevators are ours.
Time to go up. Our next target lies in the heart of Dharma City.
The elevators are coming back. You'll be able to board shortly.
Any security systems inside?
I don't really know. Only the keys use the elevators nowadays. Mostly to send resources up or bring reinforcements down. Civilians aren't allowed anywhere near, unless they're being escorted to the city.
Prisoners.
Yes. Men, women, children. Their only crime? Getting caught.
Where are they taken?
I'm not sure. But no one ever comes back.
The elevators were rarely used, even before Mara's revolt. Residents of the base had most of their needs fulfilled right here.
Wait, there's something coming. It's... I don't know what it is, but it looks... You better see for yourself.
That's Tom. Laser array TO73M is a mouthful. This is troublesome.
How do I disable it?
First, you should get on top. You could probably cut it down. It won't hold without the supporting cords.
Now you bring up the defense system.
I had no idea Mara managed to bring it back. I had no idea Mara managed to bring it back. I had no idea Mara managed to bring it back online.
Amida Station security protocols compromised. Emergency mode activated. Emergency mode activated.
I can't even... I had no idea something like this existed.
Keep moving.
Turn back. If it hits you, it's all over.
It won't.
Good.
Now you can take it down. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Climb back up.
Whoa! It's gonna destroy the whole station!
These systems were placed at every elevator station. These systems were placed at every elevator station so that nobody could enter Dharma City without my approval.
You were expecting an uprising?
I was prepared for an uprising.
Warning. Catastrophic core failure imminent. Amida Station security protocols compromised.
I don't think it can actually see you.
It doesn't need to.
There's no time to waste. It'll only get harder.
Don't fall!
Getting there.
Does it ever stop?
The support cords are in sight.
Amida Station security protocols compromised.
They'd rather destroy all the elevators than let you up there.
Warning.
The bigger they are,
For the love of...
we built it to last.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Warning. Catastrophic core failure imminent. Amida Station security protocols compromised.
The core is now exposed. You'll be able to shut it down for good. If you can get close enough, that is.
Please leave the station in an orderly fashion.
As it expected, it was no match.
Wow. Watching from your perspective, I nearly pissed myself. I'm betting being there in person was 1,000 times worse.
Yes.
I can fool the display panels. While the keys are waiting for you at Upper Amida, I'll redirect the... So this is the city. Wow.
You've never been here?
No, I told you. The Keymaster only allows those loyal to her. And only a chosen few.
Mara strictly controls the flow of resources between the city and the base. Food, water, people. Our next goal is the repository, the data archive created to store knowledge about the world before the First. It holds some of the documentation on Project Ghostrunner.
Just some.
Only on what was already in development back then.
So where do we go? What's the next step?
Point me to the repository.
Okay, here you go. Just had to download the layout.
The girl means well, but she's out of her depth. You need to stop relying on her.
I only rely on myself. Where are all the civilians?
It seems like there's a curfew in effect. Turns out people here are just as oppressed as the basers.
A citywide lockdown is now in effect. An armed and dangerous criminal has been spotted in the area. All Dharma City residents should remain indoors for their own safety. Residents found outside their homes will be shot on sight.
Was that your plan? To attack Dharma City?
Yes. Until today, we thought we were ready.
What were you waiting for?
You. We thought once you awakened, you'd lead us to victory. Help us break free and avenge the Architect.
I'm touched.
So, what's your plan to defeat the Keymaster? I mean, last time you faced her, you were one of 100 Ghostrunners.
How do you know that?
My father. I was only 2 when the coup happened, but he told me all about it. So many died back then. With all the Ghostrunners gone, there was no one to protect us.
Almost every Ghostrunner in Dharma was disabled, slaughtered. You were one of the lucky few unaffected by the initial deactivation signal.
Why?
There were variations in the design. Didn't matter at the end.
So, back to my question. It's not that I doubt you, but are you sure you can take on the Keymaster by yourself?
No. She killed 99. She killed 99 Ghostrunners, and she won't stop until she kills me, too.
So you won't stop either until one of you is dead.
Yes.
I know how you feel.
Plunged into chaos. Decades of my hard work and careful planning long gone. Mara has seen to that, but the backup archive still exists.
I keep putting out calls for help, but no one is answering me. I don't care if I'm the last climber left. I'm not gonna quit. I'll keep helping you no matter what. Whatever we have to do, we'll do. Rebuild the rebellion from the ground up if we have to.
Good.
You keep displaying aberrant behavior. Makes you encourage the girl. Gratitude, empathy, pity. You're not supposed to feel any of those.
It's so quiet here.
You said there's a curfew.
Yes, but it's more than that. At the base, even indoors, even after lights out, you can still hear the heavy machinery. Factory engines, air turbines, mining drills. They never stop. There's none of that here. You don't talk much, huh? Still, it's good to hear your voice. I've been trying to make it happen for a year.
Thank you. Thank you.
Words only dull ideas. A mind as sharp as a blade has little to gain from idle chatter.
Has everyone in the city willing to fight already been killed?
Or join Mara.
Pathetic. These are not soldiers or security. They're just bandits. Although better armed than the ones from before.
I heard that during the Architect's reign, it was possible to move up here from the base. That there was a special exam to earn it. I wonder if I'd made the grade as an engineer.
Definitely. Definitely.
Judging from the job she did sharing you, not in 100 years.
Why did you program me not to use guns?
Dharma is full of technology that is all too vulnerable to accidental destruction. For the blade, there are no stray bullets, no shockwaves, no collateral damage. Not to mention how crude those guns are compared to your tools. You are fully equipped to deal with every manner of projectile.
You've never been in a fight.
Of course not. Look at their weapons. 20 years worth of research and no technological progress to speak of. At this rate, Morrow's regime will fall to rebels in a decade or two. One's armed with sticks and stones.
There's some activity near the repository. I can't tell what's going on, but there's a disturbance in the network.
What kind of disturbance?
There's a field of interference moving through the district. Surveillance systems are going haywire.
Some kind of weapon?
More like a jamming device. But why would the keys blind their own cameras? You're almost at the repository. I wonder what it was like to live in the old world. I've heard stories, but I don't know what's true and what isn't. No one does. I mean, how could they? My grandparents were still kids when the gates closed. No human has been outside since. The interference is moving away, whatever it was. The good news is, the repository terminal is still there. The bad? It's now guarded.
Finally, it's in there. It has what we need. It's our last stop before Morrow's lab.
This, to protect a public archive.
Knowledge is power. And the information we're after was anything but public. The GR project started out as a military contract and ended up being our most ambitious undertaking. Mara took part in the design process. I told you, we were associates. Strange. It's gone. The data's not there. But the server's intact. Impossible. Unless that interference...
Who was that?
It's your counterpart. Get after it. We need that data.
Can you track it?
I can track the wave of interference that moves through the district.
Good enough. I'm going after it.
Why? What is it?
I don't know.
What's the use of a stealth system that you can track? Mara ruined a flawless design.
You know who I'm chasing.
You're chasing something that imitates your spectral field. Poorly.
What?
Ghostrunners have adaptive cyber camouflage. Surveillance cameras, motion sensors, body scanners. They don't see. That's why you were called Ghostrunners.
I've had it all this time.
Of course. else do you think you avoided fighting Mara's entire army all at once?
It's speeding up, heading towards the tower's core.
Going back to Mara.
It's getting away. At this rate, it'll reach the core before you can intercept.
Find me a shortcut.
Working on it. You could catch a train. They have intertube here, same as the base. And one is just arriving at the station to your left.
Got it.
Just hop on. The train should be empty.
It isn't.
You're what?
So I'm chasing another Ghostrunner.
We're chasing a cheap knockoff. A simple machine. Can't let it escape. If you confront Mara without that data, we won't stand a chance.
You keep saying that.
That's your stop.
GR-74 located. Kill switch component not found. Permission to engage.
Granted.
Engaging.
Useless pawn.
Mara.
She's watching. With the original Ghostrunner parts, these moves wouldn't be possible.
They aren't.
GR-74 threat level assessment readjusted.
Just get it done, Tool. Blow yourself up if you have to. Monster. I should have erased you a long time ago. Once your puppet is destroyed, I will fix that mistake. Even if it means ripping you out of the tower's walls, bit by bit, circuit by circuit, I'll destroy all the servers. You'll have nowhere to hide, no place to infest.
Flawless. can scan it for the missing data. Yes, it's all in there, intact.
You've been asking for a ranged attack. Here it is. You should be pretty familiar with this technique, considering you've been on the receiving end.
Will this work with any sword?
Tsurujia's weapons are more than swords. They are the pinnacle of engineering, instruments fine-tuned to the Ghostrunner systems. And yes, it will work with any sword.
You said projectiles are too unpredictable.
Well, you have to plan for contingency.
That thing. I think that's what was chasing us. Diego, Saul, Elena?
Your people.
Yes. We didn't know what it was. Just heard the voice. I thought we'd scatter and regroup like always. I ran away.